Disney's season 2 of Daredevil Born Again is done. And here's the verdict. This is one of the better shows that Marvel Television has produced. Full stop. It's doing well on Rotten Tomatoes. It's really earned its stuff. Season 1 was a Frankenstein job where they had kind of shifted directions kind of midway through. Everybody knew that. That's why there was a little bit of kind of tonal weirdness with season 1. But not season 2. Season 2 was built clean from the ground up with a real vision of what they wanted to do, and it shows in every episode. This thing is like the ultimate crime saga. Kingpin playing corrupt mayor using government power to hunt down the vigilantes, and the show is not subtle. It is not subtle about the politics it is mirroring in 2026. Okay, like the parallels are very, very clear. But it's not letting the politics bees swallow up the characters. There's a lot where a lot of those shows do fail. And really, I have to say, like the return of Jessica Jones, right, which we got about halfway. That was all in the promotional material, right? We get some really interesting information about Jessica, and here's where my spoiler tag is going to come on. Jessica Jones got a baby. She's got a little one. So apparently, because obviously we know that they've recanonized the Netflix shows into the MCU, right? Everybody's aware of this, okay? Her and Luke Cage had a baby, right? And I do love the sequence where they introduce Jessica. She's not actually a baby. She's more like a toddler-ish. Is there. Matthew Lillard's character, great. Right? It gives us some connection to the Thunderbolts. It gives us some connection to the wider MCU. We get some references to Valentina. Again, the return of Jessica Jones. It all kind of works out. And then it builds up to this great moment, which happens in the finale, which if you've been on TikTok at all for the last couple of days, that blew up all over TikTok. Where he pulls an I Am Iron Man, right? He's sitting there, and there's this great sequence. He's not interviewing. Fisk is on the witness stand, right? Kingpin's on the witness stand, right? And they're doing the courtroom back and forth. Oh, and Vincent D'Onofrio gets his his A Few Good Men moment where they're like, I want the truth. Like, he's like, answer the question. And the prosecutor guy's like, don't answer the question. And Fisk yells out, I'll answer the question. You don't get to know. It's a very A Few Good Men moment. But right after that, he's like, come on, Fisk. We know that there was somebody else who was on the big boat. We know that there's somebody else who was a witness. You know who Daredevil is. I know who Daredevil is. And Fisk is like, you're an idiot. You're going down this road. And then Matt does the turnaround. He's like, I am Daredevil. Right? So again, the very I Am Iron Man kind of moment. Yeah. And it's an explosive moment. It does really, really well. I think Charlie Cox, and I think more so, and I know you've seen a lot of the Daredevil stuff. I think Vincent D'Onofrio was born to play Kingpin. Wouldn't you agree with that, Jay?
Oh, 100%. Oh my God. It's like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, like you can't picture anyone else.
No, he's too good at it. Then there's a brutal fight scene. They make him big. I don't know how they do it with the cameras and stuff, but he's just bigger in this season. Like Kingpin, like you get that sense, like almost to the level of Powers, right? Like there's a brutal fight scene and he murders a lot of people in the last fight scene of the show. Also, I love what they did with Bullseye in this season. He kind of has a mini redemption arc after killing Foggy in season 1 and all this stuff. I also now want to see the Bullseye Hawkeye throwdown with the two guys that just don't miss targets with weird shit. That one is good. Disney, obviously, in spite of the fact that the viewing numbers have not been great. So if you haven't watched this yet, go watch this show. The viewing numbers have been bad. It hasn't cracked the Nielsen top 10.
Really?
Nope.
Guys, if you go watch this show, Alex will buy you a burger off of the Grogu menu.
There you go. I'm telling you, I don't know why, as it really is. This season is solid. It is solid. We do get kind of a stinger at the end. Luke Cage returns. Obviously, there's been a bunch of leaked set photos out there the last couple of weeks because they're working on season 3 right now. We know we're getting the return of the Defenders. Luke Cage is back. He comes in at the very tail end of that episode, but we know he's in season 3. We know Iron Fist is in season 3. We know Jessica Jones is in season 3. Yeah. Jay, I know you've been super, super busy. I know you haven't had a chance to watch it. You've obviously seen a lot of the promo stuff. Do you think that they, like, and you saw season 1, do you think that what they're doing here, what they've been doing with Daredevil, has been working for Disney? And do you think it helps that they're not dialing down on the violence? They're not dialing down on the stuff?
Well, the thing that I'm worried about is, you cited it's not doing very well on the views.
Mm-mm.
So I'm worried that it's not doing good for Disney. But like, please, like, I want to like take a quick pause on that notion. I would actually be interested to see if there's a correlation between people canceling Disney Plus. So for instance, cost of gas is higher for some weird fucking reason. The groceries are higher. Everything is higher. So like I don't know if there's like an increase in people canceling like online subscriptions.
There's a drop in subs.
Right, to like cut back, which I would be interested in those numbers.
That's legit. That's a legit point to make.
Because yeah, to me that's like the first thing that goes, right? Is like cancel Disney Plus. Like if you're struggling,
yeah,
cancel Disney Plus. But putting that aside, I love it. I hope they continue to have these very adult, graphic, violent TV shows, because like that to me is like, yeah, okay, I do love your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see a soft, fluffy Punisher, right? Like,
and we're going to talk about that in the next segment.
Okay. But there's characters that them being violent, it does the character justice, and I hope we see more of that. And I hope that the people in Disney Plus, if they are seeing a decline in subscriptions, they're able to kind of like realize it's because the economy is shit. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I now see, that's making me wonder. That's making me wonder. I also wonder because how many have they come back, after the Netflix stuff, because it is a different streaming service than it was originally on, how much of this is kind of trepidation? That's the term I want to use about the MCU right now. While this latest phase, and we talked about this a lot, there's been some great shit that came out of this latest phase of the MCU. Thunderbolts was awesome. Deadpool and Wolverine was awesome. There's a lot of good stuff, but there's also been some kind of, especially with Disney TV shows, right, that have been very hit or miss. Secret Invasion, I'm looking at you, right? Let's just forget that happened. So I wonder if there's also some trepidation about Disney Plus television right now. So we'll find out as I keep going on the stuff. I'll be curious to see what the numbers are when they get going on it. So what did you all think? Did you watch Daredevil Born Again Season 2? Did you think it was as good as we did? Let us know down in the comments below.